So today you open this video because you want to get your PC tweaked. You want to be able to have that zero ping, run smooth, seamlessly without any lag. So first off, you're going to start off with a speed test. You're going to go ahead and run this really quick, before and after. So right now we're popping off with normal speeds for me. Then you're going to do it one more time. You're just going to check to see what your ping is. That's all we really care about right now. Okay, so it went lower. The first thing I want you guys to do is go ahead in your search bar right here. I want you to create a restore point. To click on your local disk, configure. Make sure it's at least 6%. That's below 5. That's not too good. You're gonna go to restore point. You're gonna go to create, and you're gonna just type in. Just put malware tweaks. Let it load for a quick second. Then after it's done, you're gonna go ahead and open up to make sure you actually created the restore point. Next. Okay, it's there. Then you're gonna open up Windows debootloader, which is gonna be in my Discord server. You're gonna open it in the link in the description of this video that you're watching. You're gonna go here, go to PC tweaks, scroll up a little bit, and it's gonna be right here for the Windows debootloader. Is this one, and then for the second one, which is this one. Your TCP optimizer is going to help you with your internet speed. Yeah, some tweaking. It's going to be on there. XM tweaking is going to be out of there at the end of this video. So that's what you're going to need to do if you want it. You're going to open it. You're going to click run as admin. Because if you don't run it as admin, then the PC tweaks aren't going to apply whatsoever. Not going to be saved. Okay, so for the first one, if you guys, before we start anything on here, I'm going to ask you guys if you have any experience of playing Xbox games, because if you do or don't, then if you do, don't press 6 at all. If you do, then it's worth it, but then you can't open up your Xbox services, anything Xbox related, so don't do it. If you don't play any Xbox games on your PC, press 6 and hit enter. And for 5, we're not going to mess with that because it's going to make you pay for it. You don't need that. For 4, you're just going to type in 4, hit cleanup. It's going to delete a whole bunch of files that you don't need, unnecessary. You're going to go ahead and run admin as again. For your appearance, you're going to go hit 3 and enter. That's just going to change like your drop down menu right here. But for some people, they're not going to want it, so I recommend not to do it because sometimes it like makes it weird. And in order to like get the search bar at the bottom, only if your keyboard has like a search button, like a key, then it's going to make it easier to show this. But that's the only thing that it removes and I didn't like. So I wouldn't recommend that if you don't want it. Then you're going to hit 7 for your internet tweaks. For the internet tweaks, this is going to help you with your delay and your ping. And what that's going to do, it's going to open up your services, which is going to be your internet. Like, for example, it's going to be messing up with your files in here. And it's going to change a lot of these to help you lower your ping. I want you guys to manually also, before you do that, I want you to type in network connections in your taskbar. And I want you to hit properties, configure, power management, and disable every single one of these. Uncheck them. But before you uncheck the first one, I want you to uncheck the second one, then that one. Because then it's not going to work properly. Then you're going to go to and then you're going to hit OK. Make sure you do that. Go back into properties. In here, I want every single one of these people that are watching this video. This will dramatically change your ping difference by a lot. And I didn't notice a difference until I did this. I want you to uncheck link layer technology, topology. These two, protocol version 6, that one's going to dramatically help you, and I mean it. You'll notice the difference in your ping. It might drop down by 20, possibly 30, depending how fast your internet is. And I already have fast gaming speed internet, and it dropped it down by like at least 29, I believe. Microsoft update this, disable it, uncheck. Microsoft Network, uncheck that. If you use a printer on your computer, like if you're like connected to a printer and you're like printing out something for school, then I'd say keep it. But if you don't, and you have Google Drive or whatever you use to print your paper on your cell phone, then just use your phone to print paper if you have a printer at your house. So just disable this. File printer sharing services, disable that as well. Because these two are related, but more like this right here is just going to help Microsoft Networks disable like uh, history about your PC so that they know what to do to improve. So you don't need that. This is going to be running in the background. Lightweight filter, only if you have that, disable that. And that's that. Just keep these things two checked because version 4 is what you need for your internet. Then you're going to hit OK, close this out, and from there you're going to go to input delay tweaks. So you're going to go ahead and press 8. And from here, if you have so like my PC, I want you to go into your task manager, go to your performance, see what kind of CPU you have. Comment down below your CPU, and I will let you know if you should do 15, 18, 16, or 17. If you have a crazy PC, and only if you have a crazy PC, I would only recommend to do 15. I would not go down to 14 because I don't want you to like mess up your keyboard and then it starts messing it up everything. I don't want that to happen for you. So, if you only have a crazy PC, then I would go to 15. For me, an example, I use 16 because I have an i5 12400 gen and 12 gen. Then I go to my GPU and I have NVIDIA RTX 3060. I don't know why it doesn't say Ti right here, but I have a 3060 Ti. And as well as your processors right here, I want you to check that right now while you're here and just see what it's at. Comment down below your processes and what they are. Because before I had done these tweaks myself that I had created and then also ran tests, plenty of tests to prove that it works or not or doesn't, I was at a minimum of 186 before I ran any of these tweaks. And they really changed a lot of my piece to my PC. So then you're gonna close this out. If you're having like if you have a 10th gen and up, I would recommend you press 18. So you're gonna hit 5 and enter. As long as you have a 10th gen and up, I would hit 5 and enter. Then from there, I'm gonna press X because I already done all this. And you're gonna hit enter. That's gonna go this. You're gonna have to open it back up. And then from there, that's gonna be it for this. I would only use the gaming only debloat if you are using your PC mainly for gaming. If you do make videos, it will help, like performance-wise and smoothness of your PC, of like how it runs. I would only use it if you're just like, that's all you're using it for, just PC and making videos. That's the only thing I would use it for. Because this thing would really debloat your PC by a lot. It would change a lot of things, some things that you might not want. But you can just do that and check it for yourself if you don't want it. Run the restart point and then go back to everything else and hit apply to the other things. Then you're going to go to EXM free tweaking utility. Then you're going to hit run as admin. Hit open. This is going to be in the description of the video as well, my Discord. You're going to hit enter. You're going to go ahead and make another restart point in here. For me, I'm going to hit skip because I already did this. And it's going to add downloaded receivers power pen. You're going to just press OK. It's going to just change and create a restart plan for you. And it's also going to change your battery, like your performance. It's going to put it maximize performance. Okay, and here, for the general optimizations, I would go ahead and hit enter. Then from there, I would go ahead and hit memory optimizations, hit 5 and enter. It's going to help you with your memory and your smoothness of your gameplay. It's going to help, like, while you're streaming or you're talking to your friends, you have Discord open, and you have other processes running in the background. It's just going to make your game overall run smoother. It's worth it. Then you're going to go ahead and hit 13 and enter, because this right here is going to go ahead and change a lot. It's going to change the files that are messed up in your PC that don't need to be necessarily running, or they just need to be fixed overall. I would fix that. So I would go ahead and hit 13 and this is what I did. I recommend you to do it as well. Hit 16 and enter. It's going to disable like animations that you don't need in your PC. Like just like smoothness of like switching to your tasks. Like for example, like let's say you're just like opening this. See how it just opens it up instantly? It doesn't like just like open up the program and just spread it out smooth. Instead of it doing that, it just opens it up instantly and, over my entire screen. So that's what I would do for sure. Press 6 and enter. This is going to disable. It's going to open up your task manager for you. It's going to bring you up to your startup. And you're going to go here manually. Things that you don't need to be running in the background as soon as you open up your PC. So for example, the only thing I would keep enabled is your audio. Everything else can be disabled. I want you to let me know if you have any questions in here. Just comment in the video. And then storage optimizations. This is going to help you with like your overall PC. It's going to help you like clean a lot of trash files that are in your PC to help you gain more storage and help you with your PC run smooth. USB optimizations, you're going to go ahead and 9 and enter. This is going to change a lot with your USB from like the back of your PC, depending where you have it plugged in for your PC. Sometimes for newer desktops, like the motherboards, they have like a different color of like a USB. Those are typically like the 3.0s or the 2.0s, which are quicker than all the other ones. That's the ones that you want your wireless or wired keyboard plugged into. Same thing for your mouse. There should be 2 of those on the back of your PC. Make sure they're plugged in right. Then from there, you're going to want to do CPU optimizations. It's going to ask you if you have a high end or low end, and sometimes if it doesn't, it's going to say that it's going to only if you don't have heating problems on your CPU, then I would do that. And for example, let's say like your PC is always hot or warm, I wouldn't do it. But if you notice that your PC is always just like normal room temperature, I guess you could say like just warm in general, then I would do it. From there, I want you to go ahead and hit 14 and enter. This is going to help you with your gameplay, like so you can open like your other tabs while you're gaming in Fortnite. Because if you don't do that, then just don't do it in general, but it just will help. So you can just switch tabs while you're like opening other games. Instead of having to be in Fortnite, you have to exit out manually and just disable full screen so that you can go and open up a different tab. Nobody wants to do that. So just go ahead and do that. From there, I would hit 7 and enter. This is going to help you with your GPU performance. It's going to disable settings that you don't need. It's going to help you speed up your PC so you can get faster booting times. System depot, I'm going to go ahead and hit 11 and enter. That's going to help a lot. Okay, so the utilities that I'm not telling you not to click, those are the ones that I didn't click. So if I were you, I just wouldn't do those as well, because those ones are just going to change things that you don't need. Some people, they need them, so that's why I just don't press the other ones. The ones I told you so far, those are the ones that I did. Okay, and then from there, I would go ahead and hit enter for 18. Type in 18 and enter, and that's it for this. You're going to close this out. You're going to open up TCP optimizer. You're going to open it, run as admin, let it open for a second. Everything that you see right here, I want you to go ahead and copy. So first you're going to go ahead and hit custom. That's the first thing you want to do. Then from there, you're going to drag your slider right here all the way to 100. Make sure this says 2.5 or whatever your internet file thing is. You just click the drop down. If it only shows 1, then that's your main. Make sure this is on modify all network adapters. For the MTU, type in 1500 if it's not. This, put to normal. Disable, CT, CP, enable, 64, disable, and disable. Once you have it like this, if you have to, pause the video really quick, then press apply changes. Then you're going to go here. It's going to ask you if you want to restart your PC. Just press OK or deny the option that it gives you. Then from here, you're going to hit 10, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are going to help you with your priority of like your DNS servers. It's going to help you with your network connection to make it run smoother, more reliable. Then from there, you're gonna go ahead to disable 2000 and 300. Put this as 0. Optimal, put that to 1. Disable FFFFF. Put that on there. There should be other options on there as well. It's gonna show you, but make sure it's that one. And then gaming 0, disable 1, enable 1, disable 0, default 0, and default 1. Then you're gonna go ahead for the max user port, put 65531. Then for the TC time weighted delay, put 30. And here you don't have nothing to mess with. And here you don't have nothing to mess with as well. So just leave it like that, then press apply changes. Then from there, if you'd like to, you can go ahead and restart your PC. Then once you boot up your PC again, I want you to go ahead and search up in your Google browser or whatever you use and type in speed test. Then from there, you're gonna open up this one, the Oakley one, Okla, and you're gonna hit go. And your delay should drop down a lot, especially for your ping. Your network speed should, for some users, depending how bad your PC is, or your internet overall, it will speed up your PC a lot for your network speed. Then for your uploads, it should go up just by a little bit, because uploads is like a thing about how much you pay for your internet, really, if you think about it. Regardless if you have Ethernet or not, I have Ethernet. If you don't, then you do, then it's going to make a PC run better. You just need Ethernet overall. And if you're getting an Ethernet soon, I would get a Cat version 6. It's not going to say Cat version 6, it's going to say Cat 6. That's the Ethernet I would use if I were you. Then you're going to go ahead and type in your search bar right here. I want you to go ahead and press View Network Connections. If you use Bluetooth, there's be other options for people who have Bluetooth in here. If you use Bluetooth, then you don't need this step. If you don't use Bluetooth, then go ahead and right-click on it and hit Disable. It's going to ask you a question, put Disable, put Yes or whatever. If you have Wi-Fi and Ethernet, if you don't use your Wi-Fi, but you have your Ethernet plugged into your PC, you can go ahead and right-click on it and hit Disable on it as well. Then it would be mainly connected to your Ethernet, and it would only use your Ethernet. And that's the best overall connection you can ever do for your computer. Then if you would like to, like for example, I can go ahead and open up Fortnite just to show you what it's going to be. Before I do that, I want you guys to go and type in Windows R. From here, you're going to go ahead and press Reset Local App Data. The people who play Fortnite, this is the only time you're going to need this. Scroll down to where it says Fortnite game, double click save, then you're gonna go to config, double click, Windows client, double click, game user settings. You're gonna go right click, properties, read only, press apply, uncheck that, and then press OK, so that it applies the settings that you're changing it right now. And here. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy all this and paste it into my server after the end of this video I make for you guys. So you guys can copy every single thing in here. It's just gonna, like, the reflection quality, who uses that? You gotta be using, like, making cinematic Fortnite videos if you really want that, but nobody usually uses that bullcrap, because you don't need that. It's gonna make your PC run slow as hell. Nobody wants that. Then you're gonna go ahead and scroll down to where you see energy saving. Put that false frame rate limit right here, mix it to 120. But if you're gonna go ahead and just copy and paste this from my Discord server, you can just go ahead and scroll all this and like select it all and then hit delete. But make sure you scroll all the way down and then hit delete and then put Control V to paste it all in here. If you do that, then all you have to do is scroll all the way down to where you see your resolution right here. If you want to play stretch res, or you do or don't play stretch res, make sure you, just to double check, go to your NVIDIA control panel. You're going to go to your change resolution and make sure whatever resolution you're playing on is on here. If it's not, go ahead and manually type it in. And then for me, I'm playing 1920 by 1080. So I'm going to go ahead and change that because I recently changed my resolution. And everything else should be running the smoothest better. Then here for your skippability groups, make sure that this is set to 100. This is going to be resolution quality, like your scaler that you can move up and down. This is going to keep it at 100. Or you can just manually change it in the game. so I don't have to change my settings or like a new update happens, it stays the entire time at 100. I just keep it right here. Or for the purpose to make your PC just run slightly smoother, go ahead and put this to 94 as a sweet spot. Disable your view distance quality. So just make sure if you're running on performance mode, then this is what you need. So put this as 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It doesn't really disable it, it just lowers it to the best quality that you can have it to. Everything else should be at this, and this is mainly going to be changed if you just copy and paste of what I did and only have to change your resolution. And from there, you're going to go ahead, File, Save, or we can just Control S, but just to make sure you're on the safer side so it actually saves it, put Save, keep it open, because a lot of people like to close it out and then hit Save, but I don't do that. Then you're going to go right-click on here, Game User Settings, hit Properties, Read Only, press Apply, and press OK. That's the only thing you need. Then you can go ahead and close this out. Then you can go ahead and Fortnite launch settings. Make sure that every single time you open up Fortnite as well to close out your launcher. That's something that you do not want to be having open in the background. Especially if you have other tabs right here that you don't use or don't necessarily need. Go ahead and close that out. And your game should be running smoother, just like overall. Right now I can't really play because my delay kind of feels slightly higher than usual. When you're used to playing at a crazy PC like that's tweaked out, you notice a difference when you're streaming. So like, you gotta get used to it after a quick minute. And then also, if you guys realize that there's a new bind in your keybind that's stopping like from getting your triple edits, it's because of the new feature that they added in this game. To fix that, you're gonna go to your keyboard control, go down to MISC, scroll down, or no, go down to Falcon Scout. Right here, for this, this is, scroll up just a little bit, Object Place, make sure you press X on that, because sometimes it says F. That's a new thing that they added, as well with the DBNO, this. Press X and the DBNO carry. Disable those, press X on those, press Apply, then press Escape, and it should fix those people who are use those keybinds. But just overall, if you don't use those keybinds, I would still disable it because just new things add into the game. If you have them unchecked rather than checked, your game's gonna run as better, just overall. Thanks for watching. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. If you do, that's gonna help a lot, and it's gonna make me wanna be more dedicated into making my videos.